Prepare for
Alright,
battle.
so got ourselves the first of 3 Battle Cup games as we get into these TI requests again. After a bit of a break again, just TI casting for qualifiers, had a little bit of personal issues to deal with. But we're ready, so let's take a look, as this is the first of 3 Battle Cup games that I'm going to be doing in a row for this person. And I think they do go on to win it. But we haven't exactly seen the games yet, so could be a bit of a surprise, could be really one-sided. We'll have to take a look. We go around the horn as we take a look at the Radiant side. They've got offlane Puck, mid-TA, Ogre, Magi, Disruptor, and Lifestealer for the Radiant. Dire side, Naga Siren, Dark Willow, Mirana, Venomancer, and the Luna. So, to me, it kind of looks as though I do like the Radiant team. You know, they've got that jump for the Infest with the Puck and the Illusory Orb, maybe getting a Blink Dagger of sorts, as well as the TA if you want to get in for the Blink Meld Strike Infest pop.
The battle
So
begins.
definitely a bit of opportunity here for the Radiant. As for the Dire side, I feel as if they're a little bit more late game oriented.
From the tempest of battle.
We've got the Mirana that's going to be coming over mid. In the safe lane is going to be the Luna. Off lane is going to be the Naga. So this is a core Naga, which is a bit interesting. Naga Siren in the core role. We'll see if this is more, you know, Naga where you get like Radiance, or if this is going to be Blink as well as the Meteor Hammer. It really does depend. Ooh, never mind, they've sent the Mirana here. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit different. The Mirana comes over to the off lane. Now you've got the Dark Willow mid against the TA. I don't exactly like this matchup for the Dark Willow, and then Mirana in the off lane with the Naga, which is okay. You could set up the ensnare with the arrow, unless you want to just straight hit the arrow, and all of a sudden Alpine in a little bit of trouble. The chase is on for the Naga Siren, looking for that first blood, as well as the Mirana getting chased. Lifestealer 2 shots away from getting this first blood, and oof, not gonna get away. And Mirana will eventually drop. It looks like the Disruptor might be in for the same thing, but actually, he's able to walk away as well. So walking away will be the Disruptor, eventually going down to the Naga Siren as well as the Mirana. Staying in lane with a little bit, a little health. I don't exactly think that was the right move, but open wounds here onto the Naga. Chased up again. There's the Thunderstrike. Should be more than enough damage with one more hit from the Lifestealer coming in. Oh, just getting away with about 15 health and has that salve. So the arrow slowing down the Disruptor and unable to move in and get that kill as the Lifestealer. So we're even at 1 so far. But let's take a look at other matchups. We look over mid. Got Crispy on the Dark Willow up against this TA 6 and 3 to the 5 and 5 Dark Willow. So a little bit more even than I thought it would be, especially with Dark Willow. I would say very squishy in this lane. And honestly, I'm surprised the TA not taking more of an advantage on that. The Luna over towards top of the Venomancer. That could be tough here for the Puck, especially if the Puck's trying to sit here, gets hit with the Venomous Gale, as well as the Loose MP. That's just a lot of damage to be trying to withstand, and you have to be very careful in a lane like that. And I think that Puck might struggle a little bit, as we already see the Puck without a last hit to his name at this moment. And Crispy low, just sitting here so low. I don't know if I could get behind this unless he does get himself a salve. He does get the bottle. I mean, I guess there's that. It's a little bit of regen for him, but he's going to go through those 3 charges very quickly. Shadow Realm Strike. The creep gets denied anyway. Dark Will's still sitting here a little bit low. Luckily enough for him, the TA is not level 6 or close to it just yet, because that would be an instant trap and slowed up, walked down, and killed with the Meld Strike. here level 2. Naga level 2 as well. Just taking the Ignite from the Ogre Magi. Nothing too terrible to deal with, but there it is. There's the Ensnare with the arrow looking for the damage, but the Thunderstrike is out here as well as the Kinetic Field to lock into the Naga Siren. Turns it around, and Lifestealer more than enough damage to get that kill. So overly aggressive from the Dire, thinking that maybe they could get a kill with the arrow setup, but that's just not going to happen. Especially when you don't throw a Starstorm, you don't have Starstorm. And really unfortunate that the Dire just kind of give up a kill there to the Lifestealer. They go again with the Ensnare. Arrow to follow it up. That's not going to land. Actually goes all the way past that into the Ogre Magi, but the glimpse is out onto the Naga Siren, and Disruptor is able to walk away. They did get the hit on the something, but it just was not what they wanted to get that hit on. Arrow thrown again. That's just going to hit a creep, constantly using this mana. 100 mana each go around. Throwing an arrow, yeah, you get a creep out of it if you hit something, but it's not worth the aggravation, and you kind of should want to hold on to that arrow for maybe a later time. But take a look. Venomancer forced back to his base. Meanwhile, level 5 is going to be this Luna. 3 in the Lucent Beam, 1 in the Glaives, and 1 into the Lunar Blessing. Take a look at Luna at 31 and 17. You compare that to the safe laner at 24 and 16 here on the Lifestealer. So a bit of an advantage for the Luna to start this. Puck very low, but the Lucent Beam comes in and whoo, the phase shift, but not going to be enough. Luna still able to walk down this puck. Meanwhile, the Naga Siren goes down over towards bottom, and Ogre Magi is going to get credit for that kill. So, Radiant strings a couple together, but the Luna grabs one, and that was without the Eclipse. So Eclipse still here for the Luna if they want to try and make something happen. It could rotate eventually. But Luna, really what you're looking for is to maybe get a kill in your lane, but continue to farm, honestly, as much as possible. Radiant take a slow 7,000 net worth lead at the moment. Oh, not 7,000, 1,000 net worth lead, excuse me. Completely wrong in the numbers. But Ensnare comes out as well as the Starstorm. Alpine 1 shot away from death and will finally fall. You've got Murano leaping to the low ground, getting away from the Lifestealer. Meanwhile, Puck in the top lane drops, and that is, again, not to the Eclipse of this Luna, so still able to hold it. For right now, at least, I would say Dire kind of holding their own. They look decent after what was, I would say, a slow start for them, especially with the Dark Willow over mid, 19 and 8 to the 41 and 16 of this TA. And Crispy really having a tough time in this lane overall. Over top again, this puck is going to drop to the Luna. And again, that is not going to involve that Eclipse. Puck just continues to drop. Naga falls again over towards bottom. It's just really kind of back and forth where the safe lanes are doing well for both sides.
Gold for me.
But the mid is very much in favor of the Radiant side, and ooh, now Crispy gonna get chased. He's got the Bedlam, but this is Meld used. The arrow hits, and now this could be trouble for the TA. Curse Crown will come off, and there's the stun, but Meld Strike hits the Mirana. You have to back off for a little bit. There's the Venomous Gale. Coming in will be the Disruptor. They've got the Thunder Strike. They'll look for the Fear, sends him back into the hands of the Dire. I don't know if he was really expecting him to go this direction. The arrow hits onto the Ogre Magi. nothing really doing for either side at the moment. Maybe a kill onto the Ogre Magi if they land this ensnare, and it should be after the kinetic field is not really going to do a good enough job of blocking them, but oh, Ogre's so tanky! As well as the slow coming out from the TA somehow walks away with about 50 health. Heroes on both sides looking like they're going to drop. Crispy over here on the Dark Willow. The Ogre Magi getting low. Pinecone surviving. Really just getting so close for both of those heroes. Neither of them dropping. Let's switch it over to the net worth. You see that Luna is on top by 6,000 on the Lifestealer and just farming away very well. Not using that Eclipse just yet. Hitting level 9. Looking for the Mask of Madness. Things are looking good for the Luna, and Quarterstaff is available for purchase. Dream Coil used on to the Luna. There's the Ignite, going to be thrown over. They've also got the Disruptor. Lucent Beam's going to be thrown through. No creeps here for the Radiant, but they've got the Silence as well as the Thunder Strike. Though glimpsing back might actually help him to get away as the Illusory Orb is thrown in the opposite direction, but finally, the Luna drops and Puck able to get that kill. Finally, they get a kill onto the Luna. The Moons comes out onto the Naga Siren. The chase is on from the Lifestealer. Only level 7 at the moment. Mask of Madness picked up on the Luna after he died. The arrow comes out onto the Lifestealer, but again, they don't have much follow-up damage to this, and we'll just infest and pop it immediately. So Radiant are really starting to take an advantage here where Dire kind of, I would say, are all over the place. They're not really able to find the farm in their lanes. TA so far ahead over in the mid lane by about 2,000 gold. You take a look at the Lifestealer, kind of keeping pace with the Luna, and then the Puck is in the off lane. You compare that to the Mirana, is ahead by 800 gold. So yeah, things are going well for the Radiant, just with the net worth lead they have. We have a pause. We have an unpause coming out from the Puck. Disruptor pauses. A G from the Dark Willow. Back and forth we go. So Radiant, they're okay with this, or they're okay with a slower game at the moment.
Dire's bottom tower,
you know, TA going for the Desolator. You've got Lifestealer going for the Radiance. Both those items you want, and then you'll start to fight, especially with the magic damage that comes out from the Dire. You want to be able to just, you know, find that power spike, move in, and make sure that the Dire have trouble in these team fights. And having a Desolator on the TA and having a Radiance is going to make those things very hard for the Dire to fight into. We'll see if Puck picks up the Veil. For right now, he's going for the Blink. He has one old Talisman. Dark Willow just with his urn. This is a mid-Dark Willow with just urn in a bottle. Not exactly the most optimal build for this Dark Willow. The arrow gets thrown. Ah, Disruptor comes back into it. They'll shoot the Poison Nova out. A little bit of overkill there for a Disruptor that had a full duration arrow on him. I don't know if that was necessary. But for right now, what the problem I see in this is that you've got Mirana and the Luna just fighting together. You've got two cores that you want to get farm. Getting, what, a kill on a Disruptor? Is that really worth it? To me, that it just does not really seem much value there. It seems like there's much value there. Turns into a 3,000 net worth lead over top. Down goes the Venomancer with the Dream Coil being used. Getting hit with that Venomous Gale, but nothing really too hard to deal with, as this is a Venomancer only level 7. So not only is the net worth lead ahead in the favor of the Radiant, but so is the experience by just about the same amount. Means you're not hitting as hard. That means you're behind by 1 or 2 levels on these heroes. A couple of these heroes, I would say, a bit of a difference between levels 3 and 4 on some things, and 2 and 3 on some things is going down again. For the 4th time is going to be this Naga Siren up top. So Puck gets another kill. He's now 2 and 3. With the rough start that he had too, it's interesting to see him kind of find a couple of kills here. He was not last hitting at all, and that was very tough. But look at these stacks coming out for the Luna. I really do like this, especially with the Mask of Madness. This will finish off the Dragon Lance, and then we'll see what the Luna wants to go in for next. Again, still yet to use that Eclipse.
Selfish.
4,000 net worth lead, but Luna's going to do a good job of trying to chunk into this, get that Hurricane Pike operational. It's only 7-6 right now, 15 minutes in, and a 4,000 net worth lead, so nothing too insurmountable for the Dire, and I think with the Luna, they really can bring it back, because the arrow's going to hit onto the Ogre Magi. They continue to chase. They throw down the Bramble Maze. Static Storm is placed onto 2 of these heroes. Could be in a little bit of trouble. The Disruptor trying to do something as the Bedlam takes out the Ogre. They'll take out the Disruptor. Problem there with the nice Static Storm is there's just no follow-up from the Radiant. TA farming over mid, Puck backed off, and Lifestealer farming bottom, which is fine. You know, you do lose those 2 support heroes. It was a good Static Storm landed, not turning into anything, not the highest cooldown of support ultis in this game. Lifestealer, of course, trying to finish off that Radiance. TA with the Desolator, now going into the Blink Dagger. You know, you want them to have these things so they can initiate, they can engage into these heroes, and at a moment like that, that would have been a nice time for them to fight, but unfortunately, of course, yeah, like I said, they are farming, so...
Blessings upon a loyal warrior. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So, as of right now, it's, you know, still that lead for the Radiant where they're progressing pretty, not stagnating as much as it kind of looks like. I think they're doing a good job of finding those next items, and I think they will become aggressive. The problem is, are you giving too much time to a Luna, who's now looking for a Manta style instead of the Hurricane Pike? You know, is this too much time to a Luna to find his farm? And the thing that I don't find the problem with that is, for the Dire, is you take a look at where the Luna is, and then everybody else is half that net worth. So can the Luna by himself hold this game? And that's what we're going to try and find out. Arrow hits onto the Disruptor. They've got the Bedlam once again. The Static Storm laid down with the Kinetic Field. They've got this Dream Coil as well as the stun from the Ogre. They'll get themselves one. The trap slows down this Venomancer. Just able to TP. Looking into the eyes of that Templar Assassin, who, if they got a Meld Strike off, would have been able to get that kill. Meanwhile, the Mirana dead over mid, and that was to the TA, so... Radiant finding another pair of kills. They do lose the Disruptor, but get 2 in their favor. That was a mid-Dark Willow and an All-Flame Mirana, so very much in their favor. Now this Radiance has been picked up by the Lifestealer. I mean, as of right now, they look really good. Here's the Lifestealer just continuing to chase the Naga Siren. Pops the Infest. Mirana takes a good amount of damage as well as this Venomancer. Poison Nova thrown out. Eclipse will be used, and that's going to actually get 2 kills for him. TA not going to go in to try and clean up, despite having that Blink Dagger with the regen rune. But Lifestealer getting in a little bit over his head by that tier 1 tower with TPs coming in, and unfortunately loses his life for said actions. Ensnare thrown at the puck as well as the Riptide. So no armor right now for this puck. Just trying to run for the Naga Siren. No one else is here just yet. Luna nearby. There's the phase shift. Meld Strike comes out. Moonlight Shadow. One more shot would get the kill on the Naga Siren. Has to walk away, getting dangerously low against that TA. This has turned into a 1,000 net worth lead, and that is all basically due in part to the fact that you've got a 2,000 net worth lead and a Luna farming. Luna really hasn't been bothered. Curse Crown placed down onto the TA. Stunned up, hitting away at the Dark Will. There's the Lucent Beam. No Eclipse ready just yet. The arrow's going to be thrown. The Bedlam on a one target. The Malstrike comes out as well as the Waning Rift. They'll get the kill on the Dark Will, but they'll lose the TA. Now coming forward with a 3-man Dream Coil is going to be this puck as well as the Static Storm laid down on top of this Luna. The damage is out from the Lifestealer, continuing to chase. Let's see who he goes for next. Is coming through will be the puck. Waning Rift onto 2. Both silenced up, trying to run away. There's the Song to disengage. Rage used from the Lifestealer to stay close to the Naga Siren, and the Song will run out. Naga will lose his life, buying out on the Meteor Hammer before doing so. So Lifestealer the Rage just chasing down the Naga, has the glimpse from the Disruptor. Unfortunately, they lose the TA, but Luna and the Naga Siren both going down on the Dire side.
God, I love money.
So, Radiant still up by a little bit. It seemed to get even for just a moment. But then, again, Radiant pull away. Get themselves 3 kills. And now the Lifestealer into the Infest. Dark Will has to be careful. And there's the Thunder Strike. Just looking for the Infest pop. Oh! Almost from the Dark Will. They're going to lose a second to the Venomancer. There's the Dreaming Coil on 2, as well as the stun. The Eclipse from behind the enemy lines from the Luna. That's 1, that's 2. Disruptor and the Ogre both drop. But the Venomancer and Dark Will of the Dire fall as well. And they are still continuing to chase with the Moonlight Shadow. They've got the Lucent Beam, Illusory Orb already used. I don't know if this puck's going to be able to get away. 1 more second till the Illusory Orb is up, and with the Riptide and the damage coming through, that's going to be a 3rd for the Dire. So they pull back a little bit. Back and forth this game goes. Just where it's going to stop, nobody knows.
The prize is mine.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Blessings.
TA still just farming away here, has 3,800 gold. Over bottom, we've got 4 Radiant Heroes. Trying to set up against this Dire push. Let's see what they're able to do. 4 heroes here for the Dire as well. The Illusory Orb's going to be thrown forward. They look for the Venomancer in the backline. Actually, jaunts to it a little bit early. Now the Bramble Maze is out, as well as the Lucent Beam puck already gone. Looking like the Disruptor is going to be next. 2 dead for the Radiant already. The Meteor Hammer hits onto this Lifestealer. That'll be 3. Looking for 4 is feared away. Is this Ogre Magi? And now the song comes out. This is for the setup. They don't care about the Ogre. A little bit of a bad timing, but they still have the Lucent Beam as well as the Venomous Gale. They'll have the damage. TA drops. 4 heroes dead. Dire take the fight on an initiation from the Radiant. And they'll be able to take this tier 1 tower, maybe even more. All on the back of this Luna right now is this Dire side. This game is back to even. Luna just farming and farming and farming. Has that Manta style going into the BKB next. Stacks are constantly being made for the Luna. It doesn't matter that the rest of your team has garbage farm. It is just this Luna making it happen. Buys the BKB. And it looks like at times Radiant are lost in how to handle it.
Illusion.
So finally a little bit of a net worth lead in favor of the Dire.
Stay near. Shadows, take us.
Moonlight Shadow is going to be used as we take a look over bottom. The Bedouin comes out. Dark Will unable to survive. There's the Infest. And we'll find a Dark Will kill, but that is it so far. Moonlight Shadow was used in that last little engagement. 90 seconds on cooldown at the moment. Game even 25 minutes in, but the problem is, in my opinion, when you lose a fight as the Radiant, there's just so much that the Dire can do with the Luna. The push potential that comes out is just overwhelming to the Radiant. Can take a tower very quickly, can push the base very quickly. If they were just able to get through a tier 2 on either the bottom or top lane, you could rip into the tier 3 and then go for Rax as Ogre Magi completely surrounded. And another kill there for the Luna. Going for the Hurricane Pike now after all this time. So TA does have the BKB, the Meld Strike hits onto the Naga, looking for the Meteor Hammer. But when you stand in the face of a TA, you're just not going to get the kill. Luna comes over, the BKB timing is gone from the TA. The chase is on, and TA might be in a little bit of trouble. The Meld Strike comes in, but there's the arrow, and there's the kill. TA turned for that. That was TA trying to take on a Luna without the BKB. I mean, in what world do you think you're going to win that fight? It's just not going to happen. "27 minutes in, and we're still even, despite the fact that Dire just does not have any farm on Dark Willow through Venomancer on their team. I mean, compared to the 3 cores of the Radiant, they're very far behind. But with Luna holding the team on her back, I mean, it just does not matter.
The prize is mine.
I don't know if Radiant with 3 cores farmed up as compared to the Dire cores, if they can't win with just the Luna being this farmed, I don't know if they're going to win if this game goes late. I really did think that they had this. They were so far ahead. Or not so far. 5,000 net worth isn't so far, but far enough ahead where it looked like they should have it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They are setting up. Luna around the back. Hits the lifesteal with the Lucent Beam.
A prize.
Illusion. Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
I don't think the Radiant are confident at all at what they have at the moment.
Allies disappear.
Moonlight Shadow comes out. Luna still going to walk through under the Sentry Ward vision. You take a look a little bit higher in this fight as Puck's going to be the first one to fall on the Radiant side. The TA goes in, trying to get the kill on the Naga Siren. The Force Staff away, as well as the Song locks in every single one of the Radiant side. Coming around will be this Luna, ready with the Eclipse into the Fear. This is so much trouble for the Radiant team. TA trying to fight. The BKB's out on the Luna, who might get ripped to shreds by the Lifestealer if he's able to get this kill, but the Force Staff down to the low ground, as well as the Poison Nova. Bramble Maze on top of him with the arrow. Bye-bye, baby, is going to be this Lifestealer. There it finally is. Also get the kill on the Ogre Magi. It's a full team wipe for the Dire. And here comes the push. A lot of them are relatively low, but with nobody really here to defend the base or these towers, the time to push is now. 4,000 net worth lead for the Dire side. And it's gonna just only expand at this moment. Surprisingly, after all that, they only take a tier 1 tower, push to the tier 2 and back. Really quite the surprise. $21,000 net worth lead here, or not, 21,000 net worth here for the Luna, going into that Butterfly, and has Eclipse in 30 seconds. Blink forward, Meld Strike on the Mirana. Puck's infested again. Just has not been enough, so dropping the Infest and going into Roche. Arrow comes in, hits the TA. They know they're doing Roche. We'll see if Radiant try to stick it. The TP already coming over, as well as the Moonlight Shadow coming out. They're going to try and go in. They've got Luna nearby. No Sentry Ward around. In this back end of the base, as the Eclipse is going to be dropped, they're going to go for the Disruptor. They'll get themselves one to start this fight off. They continue on forward. The stun comes through onto this Naga Siren. Not dead just yet as you take a look at the Lifestealer. He's going to be the second one to fall. They look over the TA. No buyback con. He is. There's the Aegis claimed by the Luna. They'll also grab the Ogre Magi. Puck's the only one really able to run away. And Dire again without losing anybody. Fight around the Roche pit. Claim themselves an Aegis. This is all on the back of the Luna. And 23,000 net worth. That is that 11,000 net worth spread between him and the first core of the Radiant, who just haven't been able to tighten it up. And unfortunately, looking like they're going to lose this game.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Opening up this base in a moment. There it is. The racks will fall soonly after, or shortly after. Puck in trouble. Bramble Maze comes out. There's the phase shift as well as the Bedlam rooted up. Jaunts away, but the Cursed Crown comes out. Luna still moving forward. And they're going to lose the Ogre Magi. Puck able to walk away. Again, just with this Aegis, Luna doesn't really care for his life. Infest, they lose the Venomancer. TA trying to get at least one kill onto the Luna. Not going to find it. BKB is actually going to run out afterwards, so I would think this TA wants to be careful once this Aegis is claimed. They've actually lost 3 as 2 more drop on the backlines, but there it is with the Yules and the Arrow. They're not going to go for the kill on the TA, but top racks are gone.
Invisibility?
Bounty.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
So top rack's gone. BKB on the TA at least is down to 6 seconds, and they're going to try and push. This is what they have to do, being down this much, and knowing that this might be their only opportunity to do so, especially with the Aegis popped. But the arrow comes around the back. They've also got the Bramble Maze coming in. Is going to be this Luna with the Eclipse that's going to rain down on both the Disruptor as well as the TA. The Metal Strike comes through, but it's not going to be enough. No BKB. Down he goes. 82 seconds on the sideline. There's the fear on the Lifesteal, but he uses that rage to stay put in the position to fight this Luna. Not going to be enough. He'll fall down. And away the puck tries to go, but the Lucent Beam claims the kill. Luna cleaning up. And it's a double kill there. 17,000 net worth lead. 4 heroes die on the Radiant. None go down for the Dire. They don't even lose the tier 3. So 36 to 20. 17,000 net worth lead. Luna back to pushing. Back to trying to take this base. And to be quite honest, it's looking like Radiant's time has kind of come to an end. That is just 35 minutes into this game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Backdoor protection, keeping Radiant safe for a moment, but to be quite honest, I don't know how long that's going to last.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top shrine has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Arrow thrown out, misses the puck, hits the Ogre. That's like the 3rd time this has happened. And maybe I'm counting Radiant out a little bit too soon. They have not given up just yet, and the push not coming out from the Dire where I thought it would. They didn't want to wait for backdoor. So they went for the top shrine, and maybe now they'll look to fight his Lifestealer. Uh-oh, he's been found now. There's the Lucent Beam. Static Storm is going to be used, but not going to keep this Disruptor alive. The BKB, as well as the Rage, pop to try and keep Lifestealer healthy. Goes back towards the tier 2, and he'll fall.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
That time through backdoor.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Tier 2 taken. They'll go towards top again. Creeps now finally pushing in. The tier 3 tower is going to take a lot of chip damage. They'll finally send back the Naga. At least for the song, and this is going to buy enough time for them to TP in. Bramble Maze, Meteor Hammer, as well as the Fear. They'll get the kill on the puck with the Bedlam, and now they'll look over with the BKB pop by the TA just to try and run. Now the TP finally comes out. That probably should have come out a little bit sooner because the BKB runs out. Fuels up, killed off, down he goes. Double kill here for the Dark Willow. Tries to run to the high ground, but if you're going to BKB and try to TP out, you might as well just do it.
Bounty.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
40 to 20, 22,000 net worth lead. Dire again looking for the push. This time backdoor not present. And the buyback finally comes out from the TA. Standing there, Ogre, is not going to help you and the rest of your team as tier 4s are technically exposed. The tier 3 killed. There's the glyph. Buyback comes out from the puck. Static Storm laid down and it just creeps. The Lucent Beam as well as the damage is more than Disruptor can handle. Now you look over the Lifestealer. The Eclipse is going to be rained down from this Luna. Chasing onto the TA who just bought back. Trying to run dead for 99 seconds. Disruptor buys back. Ogre's dead. He'll buy back, but they'll lose the puck. Both of them don't have buyback as they used it just recently. They look to try to get the kill on the Luna. There's the Poison Nova. Luna able to survive, but not the entire time, as GG is finally called as 4 heroes drop, and Dire will take this Battle Cup game.
Dire victory.
So, MondoCool.fy, I guess, is the name of the team. Apparently the coordinator is down, and even though this is a replay, I can't click off this. But that gives me time to just